back up so I can see y'all again. What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 86 of Next Gen News Week. My name is Mitch. Joining me, as always, Richard, the caveman.
Hello. Yeah.
Michael.
Hello. Meow meow.
Chase. What are you doing?
Hey.
What are you doing with your tongue?
For the ladies.
Joining us as a special guest, we have Lawnmower Guy and Ghost of Christmas Present outside my window that's howling like crazy.
And yet, there are no gifts to be received.
Sadly. We got the greatest gift of all time, and that is Nintendo got trolled by porn, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. I would like to start with what everyone has been playing. This has been a short break between episodes because we've changed recording date to Monday temporarily, so it hadn't been as long between episodes. But still want to talk about what we've been playing because I know I haven't played anything really since the last time we've recorded this show. So, Richard, you want to start?
I've just been playing Elden Ring, but I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
kind of like all the people who talk about how Game of Thrones was so good, and you should watch it.
Oof.
You know it.
That hurts.
I think there's my issue is that there's a balancing issue with certain bosses where if you are a magic user or if you have access to spells and stuff like that, it can be ridiculously easy. Whereas if you're not, it can be ridiculously difficult. And I don't like that. I never experienced that in any of the other FromSoft games where it was that imbalanced. And the Elden Beast, in my opinion, is horribly imbalanced.
Or you just somehow accidentally break it so it just stops moving.
Yeah, if if that was an option. I've gotten it down to like maybe 20%. I mean, it's I'm almost there, but it's so hard because you can't really telegraph what it does because it's so large and takes up so much of the screen. It's hard to really see what it's going to do if you're right on top of it, which you have to be if you're a melee character. So, it'll go off screen, and by the time you whirl around, like, where the hell did it go? Then it hits you with, like, these 4, like, gold blasts that, it doesn't even matter if you block it with a shield. I mean, you're out. So, I don't know. I'm still going to keep plugging away at it, but it's turned me off.
Haven't you beaten it, though? You're just getting all the endings?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten, like, every single trophy except for the 3 ending trophies.
Okay.
Yeah.
What spirit ash are you using?
A mimic.
If you can get Black Knife Tish, try that. See if it works.
I've got it. I can't use it because I don't have enough FP because I'm a melee character.
Oh.
So, yeah. And I don't want to have to respec because that's like, I feel if you have to respec your character to do something, then that's an imbalance.
Yeah,
I agree, but at the same time, as someone who started as a magic user and about towards the end of the game respecking my character to be a melee user, like I felt like it took off like the training wheels of the game for me.
Yeah,
like
I did the same.
Switching off because I was using like the astrologer build and everything, so I was doing like all the gravity spells and throwing like rocks at them, and it was working really well. But I finally got that like blood katana, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go with this. And now I have 2 of them.
I've got a blood weapon, and the problem is my mimic is not responding well at all. The only thing I can think of is that I'm just, I have a bow for like long range stuff, and I guess before I go into that, I'm just going to have to unequip that because for whatever reason, he whips out the bow and starts shooting fucking arrows at he's not responding. He's not my mimic. He's got a mind of his own. So
yeah, you have to like when I was doing it for the most part, I would have like that dragon seal or whatever on my left hand, and he would just constantly just start using all of that and all the spells, and they weren't doing anything, and I was like, or it wasn't the right time to use it, and I was like, I'm just gonna have to take this crap off, and then once he just had the katana in his hand, then he was doing the bleed attacks with it, and that helped a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
think the Elden Beast doesn't have weakness to bleed though, so like it only takes like real damage from his physical attacks. So may have, I don't know.
and I did manage to stagger it. That was probably the closest attempt I got when I got it down to about 15-20%. I mean, it was close, but
Yeah. When I beat it the first time is when I cheesed it on accident where it just stopped moving. And I reconciled with it because every boss that I cheesed accidentally in the first playthrough, I beat them properly in New Game Plus. So I don't feel bad about doing it anymore. But I got Black Knife T all the way up though, and you like first summon him, and he just starts figure skating around the bosses, and then like he's just like, I think he's got that dagger that throws the blood. I think it's like the Reduvia dagger or something. I think he's got that or something like it. So he's just throwing blood at them, and it just causes bleed buildup like crazy. So, but I am proud to say that I got my first platinum, and it was on Elden Ring.
Was that your first platinum ever?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
I'm not an achievement hunter, but y'all talked me into it. You're like, you got that platinum yet? You got that platinum yet? And I was like, damn it! Fine, I'll get it.
Damn it.
Yeah, what about Demon Souls? You gonna go back to it now?
So okay. So here's what's happened. I have downloaded Bloodborne to my PlayStation, but I have no idea when I'm going to start playing it. I'm definitely taking a break from long-winded games / FromSoft games. So my next game I'm going to get into is probably Switch Sports, and I might pick up Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, but that's also an open world game, so I'd be a hypocrite if I started playing it right now. So I'm going to wait. Michael, what have you been playing?
Got back into Genshin Impact. Couple new areas, couple new characters. New place called the Chasm, which is like this deep underground cavern.
Mm-hmm.
So really, really nice, awesome places to explore. Really good artwork and scenery. Let's see what else. Grand Summoners is having a Fairy Tale crossover, so I'm playing a little bit of that. And Fortnite let building start back up. I think we announced that last week, though. But yeah, playing a little bit of that. That's all.
So you're playing it with the building and not the no build?
No, I still prefer no build.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is the way I want to play that game. I guess I just need to download Apex instead, but
right.
Oh well. Chase, what have you been playing?
So I just finished Unbound Worlds Apart, which is like it's a platform puzzler with like Metroidvania exploration elements and like base abilities. So while there are enemies and boss fight, there's no real combat. So there are like archways you pass through and grants you certain toggle abilities, and you have to toggle those abilities on and off, as well as using the environment hazards to get past or take down enemies. It's just like, it's been really an interesting take on like a Metroidvania type game. Yeah. So like some of those abilities are like slowing down time, swapping time to like, a previous time instead of, current time. There's like reversing gravity, turning into like a big block, shrinking, and there's a few other surprises you should check out if you're interested in like a Metroidvania type game. But yeah, some of those abilities like require you to use like multiple abilities to figure out how to get past those areas. But yeah, overall it was a lot of fun. It's not like super long. I know it's on PS5. I'm not sure what other platforms it's on. And I started Ghostwire Tokyo right after that. And I've been having a lot of fun with that. It's very beautiful, very weird. It feels very unique compared to like most other games, but it also feels very familiar if you've ever played like a Bethesda game. So overall, it's an action adventure, like horror themed RPG set in like current time. There's no guns or swords to take down enemies. Instead of you're using like spiritual weapons. Think like a mage, like casting spells and stuff like that. So you can use a bow and arrow, but you're very limited on ammo. Whereas getting more ether for your spiritual skills is like widely available. It is open world. When you start the game, you're limited to like only going to certain areas, and if you try to explore outside of those areas, there's a dense fog that will like slowly kill you. So you have to like cleanse shrines to open up different parts of the map. And the map itself doesn't look like huge, but like each area is like very, very, very like detailed. There's like tons of alleyways, rooftops, but like a little side quest to take you inside buildings. And I'm not like crazy far into it because I mean it's only been a few days, but it feels very engaging. I do wish it had English voice acting because sometimes like I'm in the heat of like going through these battles and like they're talking and I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on the screen versus reading subtitles. And I was a little skeptical about picking it up, but I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. But if you like Bethesda type games and you're into like any kind of like Japanese horror stuff, like mythology, definitely pick this up. It's a lot of fun.
So you think since you started off as a magic user about 3/4 of the way, you'll be able to respec and finally get like a sword or something?
I can do that. Oh yeah.
When I was listening to you talk about that, like on a completely unrelated note, like I totally just forgot that I never finished Shin Megami Tensei 5, and I kind of want to go back and play that. Because I did pick it up like randomly one afternoon, and I beat that boss I was stuck on for like a whole month, and I was like, oh, now I can go back and play that. All right, well, let's get into our big topics for this week. The first one is kind of like an open-ended thing. It's we're about third of the way through the year. We've gotten through the trials of the end of March or end of February into March when all of the major game releases happened, and a lot of us picked up some stuff and we played through most of it. So I thought we would just go ahead and talk about what our favorite games that we've played so far are in this first 4 months of the year. Are any of them worthy of your game of the year pick? And if yes, is there anything else that's coming out later this year that you think it might dethrone it? Richard, do you want to start with it?
Yeah, my favorite game so far this year is probably Planet Crafter. That is not going to get Game of the Year at all. But no, it's kind of a casual game, slowed down. I talked about it a little last show where you have to basically you're a prisoner. You're in jail. It's the year's 3000 something. And as a way to commute your sentence, apparently you can choose to just be stranded on an inhospitable planet. And you're given the tools and stuff like that to terraform it. And if you can make it livable, you can be free. So they've dotted a story along. There's somebody named Riley that keeps sending you emails because you can get communication, especially from like the prison system. So there is a story there, but I mean it's pretty laid back. They've said that there's not going to be any type of like combat or anything like that, which that's fine. Most of the hazards and stuff like that come from environmental hazards. But, it kind of reminds me of Subnautica, but instead of being in the water, you're on a planet. You still have the oxygen issues and stuff like that. So, so far this year, that's probably been my favorite. It's so unique just to see, I talked about the things that happen, like, once you create an atmosphere, suddenly you have a day and night cycle. Mm-hmm. And right now I'm creating clouds, which has created rain. So, seeing everything change has been really cool and it's been really different. Elden Ring will get Game of the Year. I don't think there's anything.
I was kind of talking about what your personal Game of the Year would be.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I've played it yet. My personal Game of the Year, I don't know if I've played it yet. Yeah. I don't know what it could be. It may be the New Horizon. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to get that. It's just, man, I don't want to play anything where I'm just like slugging through this, huge. Hey, I've been gaped. I'm gaped by Elden Ring. I need time to heal.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. They've made as some people who haven't played it yet are going to benefit from the fact that they made it where you can turn off the pickup animations on like crafting materials. So like now you can just kind of like an Elden Ring where you walk past like a flower and you just hit a button and it just says added to inventory. Where apparently it used to be every time you wanted to pick something up, she would like go through a whole animation of picking something up and putting it like in her pouch.
Oh wow! But you know what I don't like
Wow.
about Elden Ring is having to hit triangle. Like every time you fucking get something and you get that pop up that takes over half your screen. It could even be stuff that you've gotten religiously before. Like it still pops up this little thing, you know, and you got to hit triangle. If you're in a tense situation, that's so annoying.
Yeah, there's like some things that'll happen where it'll like a prompt will pop up. Say for instance, like the one that I could think of is that there was like a door that you had that only would open after you killed like the boss in the area going towards one of those towers, and there's an enemy like right outside of it. And if you didn't have that rune and you walk into that door, a message will come across the bottom of the screen and says you can't open this right now. But if you just like if the dude started attacking you, it wouldn't let you attack until you hit I think X or maybe triangle. And like if you just like trying to fight back and this dude's on your shit, like you had to clear out all those messages before it lets you do it. And like that's annoying. That and if your horse dies and it gives you that prompt, would you like to use a health flask to revive your horse? Like yes, and give me the hell out of here! Like, oh man.
I'd actually like to escape.
Someone made a meme out of that where it was this in Avengers Endgame where Thanos was like trying to crash his ship or something, or use his ship to like shoot down, and he was like, "Sire, are you sure you want to do that? We might get killed." And he's like, "Just do it already." And it was perfect. Like it was exactly the same thing. Michael, what about you? What is your favorite game you've played this year?
I have garbage opinions about games, so
Not even Pokemon Legends Arceus?
Good answer.
No, not even Pokemon Legends Arceus. As much as I really like the gameplay, the amount of graphical glitches make me not want to recommend that to anybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
I'd rather just say Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Hey, there you go. That's a good one. I mean, yeah, and I guess to clarify, like, it doesn't have to be something that like came out this year. I guess, like, I mean, if I start playing Bloodborne today and I beat it and I go, wow, this is better than Elden Ring and this is my favorite game I've ever played. Like, I mean, to me, that's my game of the year. But I mean, we'll see. But
then definitely genital jousting.
Oh my god. Sometimes I forget that game exists, and then sometimes you just bring it back up.
Holy shower with my dad simulator.
Colonel Sanders' Kentucky Fried Finger Licking Good Dating Simulator. I still want to play that. That is a real game. Wow. That is a real game. Wow. That is a real game. On Steam, it's free. It's free. You can get it.
It's free.
All right, Chase, where are you sitting with your favorite game this year?
So let me see. I want to say, well, yeah, Pokemon Legends was great. Kirby was also great. I'm going to have to go with Horizon. Mm-hmm. As far as like overall gameplay, overall story, I feel like that's just like the strongest game that I played so far. Like Elden Ring, I loved Elden Ring. I love the gameplay of Elden Ring. But as far as like overall story, I think Horizon is just way up there. Yeah. So,
is there anything that's we know of that's coming out this year that you think would unseat Horizon as your game of the year?
Maybe Forspoken. That's the only thing I'm like, it may take it away. But I'm still. I mean, I don't know. You know how games can be. Yeah. Things could get delayed. But yeah, we'll just see. Like so far, it's definitely Horizon, but I'm excited.
It's going to be a really contested year for games.
Very contested because there's a lot of stuff planned to come out by the end of the year. So
yeah, that's the stuff we know about too.
Yeah.
Not even including all the stuff that'll get announced.
That's why Nintendo delayed Breath of the Wild. They wanted to make sure it was Game of the Year 2023.
Probably.
I mean, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, because by the time that game will be ready to come out, like it would be going up against God of War, Starfield, roughly around the time of Forspoken, Pokemon, Xenoblade. Like, there's just no room. There's so many games coming out. But then again, though, I wouldn't be surprised if they go, "Oh, God of War, that's getting delayed to whatever date Zelda's coming out." Like we're gonna match them. I heard someone make a really good comment on a YouTube video the other day, and it was, they were like, "How long does it take for Horizon games to come out?" And they're like, "It's about every 5 years." And there was like, "Oh, great! I can't wait for Horizon 3 to come out because that means there's going to be some really amazing game that comes out at the same time as Horizon that it just gets it overshadows it." Because the first one was Breath of the Wild, the second one's Elden Ring. So like, what's going to come? Like Elder Scrolls 6 maybe comes out.
Probably.
Same week as Horizon, and everybody just forgets about it. Oh man. For me, I don't. I mean, I really enjoyed Elden Ring. I haven't played Horizon yet. I want to play God of War, but I also need to go play God of War, the original, the one that came out a few years ago. But if it ain't God of War, it's probably Elden Ring. Because I mean, Horizon's cool, but like I didn't really get invested in it like I think a lot of people did. Even as somebody who came back and played it a couple years after it came. It was fun though, but it was just like, it wasn't something that it's got to be a game that like I just can't stop playing it really, like Deathloop or Elden Ring. Like I mean, I put 130 hours into that game. Like every chance that I got, I was ready to play it again. Horizon, I picked it up on and off for 6 months before I finally beat it. So I feel like, and same with God of War, which is the only reason why I'm kind of like, I don't know if this will be my like game of the year game, just because like I haven't even finished it. I've been playing it for 2.5 years now, so we'll see.
Mitch doesn't like good stories.
I love good stories. It's just like it has.
Mitch is a special effects guy.
I mean, kind of. It's gotta be flashy. Give me.
Do you like Avatar?
Like the blue people or the last Airbender?
No,
No,
the blue people.
No,
you didn't. Okay, that's cool.
You didn't want to fuck one of those blue people?
No.
No.
I love the Avatar: The Last Airbender show. I hated the movie, and I am looking forward to the Netflix show though. So hopefully that'll be better. But
is it animated or live action?
Live action.
Oof.
But with a budget. So with a nice budget. So
I don't know. Sometimes, like, you know, when you think about like video game movies and stuff, I think they're all doomed to fail just because the bar's already set so high by the audiences. Like, I can't. I'm so concerned over Mario.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's gonna be interesting. Apparently, something Sonic the Hedgehog 2 like broke a bunch of records over the weekend for being like the top highest grossing video game related movie of all time.
You know, as for someone who doesn't like Sonic, the movies are okay, and maybe that's why I like the movies, because I don't really know shit about Sonic because I don't play the games.
Yeah.
But you know, as far as like games that I like making movies, I can't think of a single one where I was like, "Wow, that was awesome."
Here, this is a
Detective
spoiler.
Pikachu.
This might ruin the movie for you.
Hey,
Sonic goes fast.
Yeah, maybe Jim Carrey saves a little bit of it. He's still got, a little bit of.
Still got it.
Apparently, this might be his last movie too. So,
Detective Pikachu. No, I actually liked that. I thought
that was good too.
Yeah.
I
didn't know it was going to be Ryan Reynolds until I saw Ryan Reynolds. I thought that was just going to be his voice, and then they were going to pop in another actor. I don't know why. I was like, I didn't see this coming. I was like, oh my god, Ryan Reynolds is the dad.
I don't know. I really enjoyed the 1990s Super Mario Brothers movie. So it wasn't terrible. Like,
okay.
It wasn't a terrible. Let me back up. I haven't seen that movie since it came out. So that's I was a kid. So it's probably aged poorly, but at the time
that's like when I went to go watch the Neverending Story again. I'm like, oh my god, what did I see in this as a child?
It was fun. Like I haven't got back and watched that, but that show we were talking about when we had our Next Gen TV talk last week. I was talking about that show, The Righteous Gemstones, and there's a section in that movie where they're watching the Neverending Story, and I was like, "Wow, this movie is aged terribly." Like,
it has.
It looks so bad.
Like some stuff should just stay in the nostalgia box. When that dragon said, "Oh, I love children," I'm like, "Nope, gotta turn it off. Gotta turn it right off." Rolling his eyes in the back of his head, I'm like, "Hell, nope."
No. Like I agree. Some of the stuff just needs to stay locked away in the Disney vault or whatever vault it came out of. All right, let's jump into some of the smaller topics, though. The first one, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk about porn for a little bit,
Oh, thank God.
because y'all have been to bowling alleys and you've
You've seen the type of porn that can pop up there. Beautiful segue.
When you get a strike in some of these old fashioned bowling alleys, they have these really terrible like animations that pop up on the screen when you get a strike or whatever. And there's a guy that's been like recreating all of these, but like or trying to like make new ones, but he's making them very perverted. And Nintendo put out this. It wasn't nothing to do with like this dude at all, but they put out like a promo for Nintendo Switch Sports that was showing off like the bowling mode. And the first comment that everyone attached to was this GIF of this dude creating like these very pornographic like bowling animations. And I don't know if in the link in the show notes there's the video of the clip. I don't know if y'all watched it.
Oh yes.
Richard, did you watch it?
No. Wow, I missed out.
Balls to the wall excitement.
It shows like them bowling a strike, and then it cuts away to this bowling ball fucking a bowling pin, and and just blasting off inside of it, for lack of a better term, and like it just.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this because I'm having a hard time visualizing a bowling ball fucking a pin.
Oh, he was having a hard time. It
seems
too.
backwards, man. So,
yeah. If you need to take a second and I'll vamp while you go watch it, it's fine. But
we would love to have you live react to it.
Yeah. Are you able to live react?
I don't know. I don't know if you guys would still see me if I go into the show notes.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Tell me, what is it? Am I gone?
You're gone.
No, yeah, I won't be able to live react.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean,
we're sorry, fam.
Yeah.
Let's see here. You said it's in the show notes, right?
Yeah.
Now you're sideways.
Oh, I'm sideways. All right.
I mean,
it gets better and better and better.
I mean, a sideways reaction is better than no reaction. So
all right, let's see here. Am I lost?
No,
you're still there.
Oh, I'm still there. Okay. Well, maybe I can do this. Maybe sideways.
You're still
live
sideways.
Reenactment, like reenact what the bowling pin is doing while you're on screen.
All right, let's see here. Nintendo walks right into porn when promoting. Is this the one?
Yeah, it's like at the bottom. There'll be like a link to Twitter on the bottom of it.
Okay.
I thought originally it might have had something to do with like the swirl pattern that was on the bowling ball. Like it looked like one of those Coke QR code things. That's what it looked like to me, and I'm like, how did they get that on the bowling ball?
The Twitter of Big Account McGee?
Yep.
Probably, yeah.
All right, that's it. Okay. Let's see what happens. This doesn't have like inappropriate audio, does it?
When I watched it, there wasn't any audio. So
okay.
If it does,
if you want, I can reenact the audio for you.
Oh, there is audio, but I don't know if there's.
You have headphones on. It's fine.
No, I don't think I'm watching the right thing.
You are.
No. It's like it's like someone bowling, but there's obstacles and stuff. There's nothing like adult about any of this. I think I chose the wrong one. That's why. Okay.
One.
Hang on. Let's see if we can help Richard find it.
Let's help Richard find porn.
Well, where'd it go? Oh, there's some. Daddy!
Who is that?
I think it's Richard.
What?
In the butt.
Okay, so if you scroll down to where it says where'd it go? Well, I had it. Well, I had it. I don't know where it went to. Maybe we'll just we'll come back to it. See if we can find it. It's not Big Account McGee. It's the Wireframe Z or Wireframe or whatever. Anyway, well, if Richard wants to keep finding it, cool. If not, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly move on to some of this.
Yeah, y'all move on. I'm gonna attempt to.
Everything else is kind of like just weird stuff. Anyway, we got some new screenshots for Splatoon 3, and I'm calling it. Someone posted it, and they were like Splatoon 3 and the Multiverse of Madness, just because there was like one picture of like the Squid Kid in like an upside down city, and it looked like Doctor Strange. But that's Splatoon 3 screenshots. I'm kind of excited because that means that we're probably getting close to them announcing the release date for Splatoon 3, which that would be a good fun game for me to play because I can just pick it up and put it down and don't have to get invested into anything again. I don't know if you guys are big. So I know Michael used to play Splatoon. I don't know about anybody else, but
No.
not big into it.
No, I absolutely hated it.
For shame. What about Mario Golf 64, Richard? You big fan of some Mario Golfs?
I am. I got the latest one.
We're about to get.
Thought it was great.
About to get Mario Golf 64 coming to Nintendo Switch Online this Friday. Went to 4-player online co-op. I don't know why, and maybe one of those Mandela effect things. But I swear to you that when Mario Golf came out, that's around the time that they started introducing like some of the companion characters, I guess. Like that was around the time that we got like Daisy, and she was like the counterpart to Peach, and we got Waluigi as the counterpart to Wario. I swear to you, there was a female pink Bowser character in Mario Golf 64, and I don't think that character actually exists. He found it.
No. This is not even like Wii Sports related. This is like a ghetto booty piranha plant going down on. No, what the hell is wrong with this guy, man?
I saw that one. That was really nice. Like, I mean, Toadette looks really nice like that.
Who hurt you as a kid, man? Like,
right? Like the semen shouldn't be white in that scene. Like it should be like green.
Wow, like I would not have even, I don't know. There's something so not X-rated about Mario that this guy magically just finds.
Yeah.
This piranha plant can't even pop out of the tube because her boobs are so big. You know, I think I get the gist, so I think
I mean, but Toadette looks pretty thick though, right?
All right, I'm just gonna go back to general chat here. Let's see. Here we go. All right, let's just gonna forget about all that.
Man, oh man!
And then clear your browsing history.
Gonna wash my eyes.
Yeah, make sure you clear your browser history out of that.
Oh no! If Amanda finds that, I'll just be like, man, Mitch and Michael. I don't know.
It's on the podcast.
Yeah, it's on the podcast. So.
Next Gen Porn Week. All right. Let's move on to the top 10 most discussed games on Twitter, because this is also interesting. Because out of everything on here, there's only like 3 games that most people probably play. And they're not in any order, which I would have probably expected. Number 1, Michael, Genshin Impact, number 1 most discussed game on Twitter. And I'm willing to bet at least 30% of that has to do with porn.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Number 2, Wordle, which I didn't think that would actually count, but if you haven't played Wordle, it's a good little brain game. Get your mind going in the morning. That's like my morning breakfast. I got to do my Wordle.
I was, I guess it was from what I just saw, and then you referenced Genshin with porn. So for whatever reason, my brain connected Wordle with porn, and I was like, how does that work?
Oh, God.
How does...
Lord.
Some graphic designers would say that wording it can be pretty sexy if it's spaced out just right.
Number 3, Ensemble Stars. Never heard of it. Looks like a Japanese mobile game. 4, Apex. 5, Final Fantasy. Doesn't specify which one, which is cheating because it's like 15, 16, 32 games all in one hashtag.
Land Before Time.
Oh, that'd be good. Final Fantasy: The Land Before Time. Isn't Land Before Time a Disney project. So I mean, wasn't
I don't
that
even know anymore.
so?
There's like 20-something videos of that.
Land Before Time could be related to Final Fantasy through Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Um, whatever PJ Sakai is, never heard of it. Number 7, Elden Ring, which at least it made the top 10. FGO Project, this mobile game called Game Knives Out, which never heard of it. And number 10, Minecraft, which means that Raid Shadow Legends is not in the top 10 most discussed games,
Oh.
which is sad.
I wonder if Knives Out is based off of the movie, because the movie was really good.
I don't think so. It had a picture of what looked like knockoff PUBG guy. So, but Knives Out was good. I've heard Death on the Nile is also really good. You need to watch that. Yesterday we got the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 4 and Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, which will be coming out sometime in the next probably 10 years, because they take forever to make games. I don't like how Sora looks. They made him look too much like Final Fantasy VII Remake Cloud, and I think he looks dumb. But are any of y'all Kingdom Hearts fans?
Yeah, I've bought one of their games before.
Yeah, I didn't play the first ones. I did play the more recent one, not the rhythm game, but the mainline one. And I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I like going through all the the different like movies, so that was kind of fun. But I had no idea what the main story is.
It's like
there's actually a easy to follow along song made by Ego Raptor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, Chase, you posted something earlier about how there might be a Star Wars connection in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah, so like at the beginning of the trailer, like he's in the city, and then they cut to like a very forested, like almost jungle-ish looking area, and there's one clip where there's like something roundish, like a roundish like object. Like I didn't notice it at first, but I mean apparently like Star Wars fans have been like, yo, that is an ATST foot. And I was like, no way. And then someone on Reddit like took it like side by side and like put them like like in a comparison image, and it looks exactly like an ATST foot. So this is Disney, yeah.
Star Wars fans, man.
Mm-hmm. So Disney owns Star Wars now. So I mean, it's definitely. I mean, they own a lot of stuff now, so it's definitely possible. I mean, we could go lots of different places with this new game. So.
Yeah, can you imagine like Sora's Keyblade turns into a lightsaber and then something happens and he ends up falling into like The Simpsons in the middle of their intro gag? Like, like he just busts through the door and like they're just like scrambling to the couch or something.
That'd be awesome.
But also, like realistically though, it kind of makes me wonder: like, are they gonna, if that's real, maybe not in this game, but in a future game, are they gonna eventually go to like Marvel stuff, like?
Good.
Like you just end up like helping the Guardians of the Galaxy or some dumb shit like that. So.
Yeah. So Sora's going to go to Patty's Pub and Always Sunny.
Oh wow, that'd be interesting. It's so weird. Like,
oh, I'd die. I would fucking die. It's just a fucking Keyblade dildo.
Damn. You know, there's this picture that's like, it always circulates whenever like a new crossover happens in like Fortnite, and it's like how many different series are all connected through that. I would like to see one, if you just take Fortnite out of the equation, how many different things are connected without it. Like if you think like, okay, Sora connects like all of Nintendo's franchises to Disney, which then connects into like, Marvel, Star Wars, and everything. Like it would be like possible for Mario to meet, like Chris Pratt Mario could meet Star-Lord Chris Pratt, and could meet every other version of Chris Pratt that's ever existed, and they all get together like in Free. Oh no, he's not Free Guy, it's Ryan Reynolds, never mind. But anyway, just stuff like that.
Same
like,
guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's Pikachu.
Yeah. That guy who, the director of the Sonic movie, said that he would love to make a Smash Brothers movie, but I think that'd be terrible. Like, I don't know how you would make a good Smash Brothers movie based off of.
I mean, they made Mortal Kombat movies, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't a good one.
I think it would be similar to like the storyline where they had those like dark elements and kind of all had to come together. Like it was a really shitty short storyline, but I think it'd be similar to that.
Yeah. It'd be like, oh man, like I would love if it's like everything is completely CGI, like they don't have any like live action characters in it, and it's like Sonic and
Except for the sword characters.
maybe.
All the Fire Emblem characters are live action, and then that's it.
That'd be funny. That would be funny. But like they're fighting this like random white glove on like a marionette string, and someone's like up here just doing this, and like there's like the hand down here, and they're like punching it and stuff. That'd be cool. Yeah, but our last topic, and I'm really interested to hear Richard's take on this. Lego and Epic Games are teaming up for a family-friendly metaverse that's supposedly going to be safe for kids. This article here says the two giant companies want to create a safe space for children. So on, so more. But anyway, it's a long ways away. But they're kind of like trying to go after, I would say, like the Roblox Minecraft community and trying to create like a safe space for them. But as the only parent on the show, I would just want to know how would you feel like about this? Like if you were as the parent of someone who would this of the targeted audience for this stuff, this game.
All right. So as a parent, with the child that plays both of those games, I will say that the amount of times that I have had to report people on Minecraft is monumentally more than what I've had to do on Roblox. I think for the most part, Roblox has pretty good setting on being child safe. Occasionally, a kid will have a sound code with like a song that you may think is inappropriate or something like that, but it's that's easily remedied. Whereas Maddie likes to do build battles. I don't know if y'all know what build battles are on Minecraft.
Not in I know what they are in Fortnite, but not in Minecraft.
There's some sort of a hub, and I think it groups together like 9 people, and it'll be like a home computer, and then you have 3 minutes to build your idea of a home computer in this little slotted space, and then after the 3 minutes goes, all the players go to each one and they vote, and then there's a winner. So I a number of times where it'll be like dragon, and then you'll see like it's a decent dragon, it's obviously a kid did this, and then there's like a big red dragon, and then there'll be just a big dick shooting semen, and they'll sneak that kind of shit in there. Of course it's really blocky and everything, but it's obvious what's going on, and I have to tell Maddie, well, that's a cigarette, that's smoke, so it works. And we always report those people. I don't know what good that does, but I've had a lot more issues with Minecraft than I have Roblox. So yeah, I don't know how well this will do, because Lego tried to make something similar, at least in my mind. What was that? Lego Worlds? Not Dimensions, but was it called Lego Worlds?
Lego Worlds.
See, I thought Lego Worlds was this awesome concept where you basically it was Minecraft, but with literal Legos. Because my idea was like, wow, how cool it'd be, because it'd be just like Minecraft, but you could make vehicles, which I think is, enormously missing from Minecraft. I know you can do it with mods and stuff like that, but I feel like you should be able to make a go-kart or something and not be dependent on a rail or something that'll fly. Building a plane in Minecraft would be awesome. Anyway. I don't think it hit the mark. I think that the expectation I had was the expectation of a lot of people's. So if they can somehow mimic what Minecraft has done with Legos, they may be onto something. As far as making it kid friendly, I don't think that's hard to do. I really don't. I mean, you got to watch out for usernames. I think with Roblox, at least I'm not aware of, Maddie's never done anything like this. There's no option for voice. So that helps out a whole lot. And then when it comes to text chat, if it's even the slightest bit, offensive or like a bad word, then they'll just hashtag it out to the extent that sometimes it's even annoying because even like if the end of one word and the beginning of another word, two separate, completely innocent words separated by a space, even if like the end of that one and the beginning of that one are remotely like an offensive word, it just hashtags everything out.
Oh wow.
So, you know, that they've done quite a bit to keep kids safe. So I don't think that's hard to do. I think the big hurdle is making it enjoyable enough that you can pull people in.
Well, that's
And then, you know, I don't think they're going to go into the franchises that they own either, because I think there'd be too much money and too much work. Just stick with basic ass Lego.
yeah. Well, it's actually kind of relieving to hear you say such nice things about Roblox because for the longest time, like I was under the impression that Roblox is like just this open source thing where people can do whatever the hell they want and it's just full of predators. And so I feel better knowing that it's not that. But
I mean, that's how I
It,
recruit my young girls.
it may be. It may. I'm not going to say that sort of thing doesn't exist, but I have not personally encountered it. And I mean, I monitor what Maddie does pretty well. So
cool.
And I'm glad you recognize my cigarette. Like, a lot of people think it's a dick, but I mean,
oh, sorry if you got banned. That was me.
I mean, Michael Chase is, I don't know if this is the target, like this game is targeted towards either of you, but do you see the potential for this being something like a nice metaverse that you could see yourself potentially getting interested in?
it it really just depends. I don't mind playing with a bunch of kids, especially if I don't have to hear them. But like there was some guy I was playing with on Fortnite. He was just like saying like so many of these new like, oh yes, girl, yeah. I'm like, oh my god, shut the fuck up.
No.
But it really just depends on how they market it. I mean, it's got two major companies behind it. It's got potential.
Yeah.
And they could market it really well, and then um, just not monitor it correctly, and it could just run itself to the ground.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, if you get worlds that, because I mean, you got Lego City, you got Lego Pirates, Lego Castles. I mean, there's so much stuff that you could like get in there and do. I mean, if it's, yeah, I'm already putting in my mind what I think it should be, and in my mind, I'm like, yes, this is awesome, and then they're not going to release it, and I'm just going to be pissed. So,
And the cool thing about that is that really depends on the diehards, but they could actually cap the frame rate, and so to where it looks blocky, it looks like that animation from the film, and that would
yeah,
actually
that'd be
help
cool.
server load times.
Yeah.
But then you have some diehards who are like, why can't I play this at 120 frames a second? I'm like, because you're playing with 12-year-old girls. They don't care.
And it's Lego.
It's Lego.
It's Lego.
Yeah. All right, Chase. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, it's probably not for me, but I can see the potential of like where they're going with it. So hopefully, hopefully it works out for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you. It's back to what Michael was saying about like being around kids and stuff. I went to the craziest kid friendly metaverse ever yesterday or day before yesterday. It's called Opry Mills. There was I was in there trying to I was in there shopping with my girlfriend really, but like I was any store I went into, there were just kids everywhere and they were just watching TikToks and doing TikTok things. And it's like, I hate this generation. Like, y'all make me so mad sometimes. But like,
Amanda went into the restroom at your former Hendersonville location, and some girls doing a TikTok in the bathroom in the mirror.
it pissed me off because like at one point there was a group of teenagers walking around with a selfie stick and they were just vlogging themselves and they kept getting in front of me and they kept like putting me in their video and I kept trying to get away from them. They just kept following me around. I was like, I don't want to be in your fucking video. Like, I don't want to. Like, leave me alone. Please leave me alone. But anyway, that is all of the news that we have for this week. Unfortunately, because I am a bad person, I forgot to prepare a trivia question. So we'll have to just do either two of them next week or just skip a week on the trivia questions. I was trying to find one at the last minute and it wasn't going to work.
So. Everybody gets a point.
Oh, I tell you.
Actually, it wouldn't matter. If we all got a point or we all didn't get a point, it wouldn't matter. So.
Well, no, I was gonna say this goes on my score of times that I've bombed trivia. So somebody did get a point today. It was me, but I'm in the negative category. So we'll just have to skip that for this week. So we'll go ahead and start talking about stuff.
Ooh, I don't like that dynamic you introduced. Could you imagine if we got a negative, if we got it wrong?
Oh. You get two.
That's why Facebook doesn't have a dislike button. Just an angry reaction.
Yeah, so every time you get a question right, I give you 1 point, and when you get one wrong, I give you a -2.
Oh.
Good luck.
Be whoever has the best negative.
yeah, it's like the closest to par.
If you get one wrong, you have to eat a bite of potato salad. Just one bite.
Oh, no, man, I love potato salad.
You have to have like one food that usually is at every Thanksgiving that you hate the most, and you have to take a bite of it. So like,
my thing is, I like potato salad, but I don't like pickles in my potato salad for whatever reason.
So that's a different. There's people that don't know potato salad don't realize how many different kinds of potato salad exist.
See, I prefer
There's a variety.
Like the redskin potato salad.
Yes, yes, that's awesome.
But yeah, no pickles. I mean, I like pickles in general. Just one whole pickle.
It's like chicken salad. Chicken salad too. You don't realize how many chicken salads there are until you get a chicken salad chick, and they got like 20 of them.
Why is all the texture the same? Like I want it chunky, not.
It. Well, no. I'll see. There's one that's got grapes in it. That's pretty chunky.
No
grapes. Yeah.
Not in my chicken salad.
Yeah, grapes, pecans, apples,
raisins.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for Next Gen Chicken Salad Week.
There's one in Gallatin now. So.
Actually, I guess if y'all want to, is there any shows you've been watching? I know Chase doesn't watch television, but anything else you've been watching?
No.
Gone.
No, but I still haven't watched Moon Knight, so I'm like,
Did you just pull a boomerang out of nowhere and hit yourself in the head with it?
No, this is not. This is a square.
It's a mathematician's boomerang.
Yeah. Exact angle to throw it in.
Yeah, exactly. I've been watching a show, but it's not even worth recommending. It's called AP Bio. My girlfriend wanted to watch it, and it's okay. Like
I think I've seen the trailer to that. I believe.
I know Chase. I don't think knows this person, but for Michael and Richard, pretty much the way I've been telling people about it is that the main character is Alex Hubey, and he's a professor in college, and he's supposed to be teaching.
Wow.
He's supposed to be teaching AP Bio, but he's like a philosophy teacher or from Harvard or something. And the whole show is him like trying to get back at like his arch nemesis who like somehow wronged him, but he's like gets all these kids to like help him like blackmail this dude and stuff. Like it's funny at times, but the majority of the show is pretty stupid. Like,
does he do the name repetition thing?
Not really, but
I haven't seen Alex in gosh, probably 10 years. No, because he used to call Maddie Little Richard. So no, maybe 6 years. It's been some time. It's been some time.
You gotta love that man.
No, like every beginning of every episode or every time the class starts, he walks in and says, "All right, everybody, shut up for the day," and then like he'll like throw an apple at like the chalkboard and trying to like make it bounce off of the chalkboard into the trash can. He misses every single time. And then like he was like, okay, here's how we're gonna blackmail my rival today. And then like he'll get them like writing out like catfish profiles and trying to get them to like make this guy like accidentally like start sexting with a minor and like all this weird shit. Like
I don't know, man. You've done a really good job at selling the show.
okay. So if you watch it, it's on Peacock. You don't have to have a premium account. You just download Peacock. You get to watch the first 2 seasons, and there's like 4 seasons of it. It's got Patton Oswalt in it, and it's the other dude. The main character. I don't know who he is.
Alex Hubay.
Background. What was that? Sorry about that.
I don't know. You got
voice.
possessed for a second. That was straight up demonic.
There was a ghost come by your window.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go ahead and start plugging our social medias and getting out here. Richard, would you like to start us off?
Yeah. No mini left behind. I have new posts and new posts coming. I got some Princess Bride minis up. I got some Marvel United minis up. I got some more Marvel United minis coming up. So yeah, check me out. I'm at Facebook and Instagram. No minis left behind.
Nice. Michael?
No, it's no mini left behind.
I thought you said it wrong. I was like, have I
Wow.
gotten that wrong all this time? Like,
Wow.
No mini left behind. There we go.
there we go. Michael?
I thought it was no mini left behind.
It's left.
Thank you. Just got a little notification over there. But
He's thanking the ghost.
I think he got an assistant or something.
Open box
Thank
tech
you.
deals. I think I'm gonna start streamlining it more because really I just repost whatever like cheap ass gamer posts and like maybe some other weird random things I find. But I think I'm gonna streamline a little bit more because cheap ass gamer just reposts any deal, and I'm even though they're cheap ass gamer, I am a cheaper ass gamer.
Nice.
I'm about the cheapest ass.
Yeah.
So maybe,
Cheapest
like,
ass gamer.
So maybe like deals that are like under like $20 or something, and then like I'll have like a whole page dedicated like weekly deals too.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Currently, you can get Cyberpunk for $5 if you haven't bought it yet.
I think that was only for a day.
No,
I
it's
think
already over.
Yeah.
already over. See, that's the other thing is like those the deals that are like by the time you post it, it's gone.
Hmm.
Yeah. Imagine being like Wario64 and just sitting on your deals page all day, just ready for like PS5 drops and stuff like that. Be crazy.
And they got bots for that. It's just like too much.
Well, I was telling well, Michael, you may have been listening. I don't know. Your camera wasn't on. I was telling Chase like when I first got into Discord that like I can tell when people are starting to get PS5s because that video of how to transfer like your saves from PS4 to PS5, it always gains like several thousand views every time that like people start getting PlayStations. I woke up to like 6 comments this morning, like a couple thousand extra views on that video, and I was just like, okay, like, congratulations, people who just got their PlayStations 2.5 years later. But,
Right? Like it's like to me that's the killer part of that is like they're still not readily available on the shelf.
Yeah.
Still.
so
My cousin just bought one. He bought a scalped one, but he had to pay $700 for it.
Alex and his fiance just got one finally too. His sister is a store manager at GameStop, so she was able to help him procure one. But he had to pay like $700 for a bundle. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you get it. Anyway, Chase, anything to plug?
Nothing really. There's those 2 buy 2 get 1 free deals. I think that just ended yesterday or the day before for most those online retailers that had that sale going on. There are some spring sales popping up. I know, but I want to say it's Best Buy. It's having some deals on some games. I know. I think Chris Tales is like $10 right now. There's some other games like Alan Wake is like $20 right now. There's a bunch of games listed, and I believe Amazon today is matching those prices. So
Nice.
so either way, if you want to go through Amazon, if you have Amazon Prime, then you get that free shipping on there. So
Nice.
Cool.
yeah.
Love me some Prime.
Hmm.
I don't have anything to plug except for I'm starting the process of getting things ready for Summer of Gaming. So I'll have have more to announce for that, especially as we start knowing when these events that could start as early as next month all the way through August-ish time start to happen. So we'll keep everybody posted with that. So, but the planning process has begun. So keep posted. But other than that, that's going to be it for episode 86. I almost said 87. We're not there yet. 86 of Next Gen Newsweek. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye. This week's episode is brought to you by creamer that doesn't expire. It just gets more and more chunky.
Ew. Now I don't want to. I'm never putting coffee creamer in my coffee ever again. Like I don't want to get to the point where I'm like drinking coffee and then I have to start chewing coffee. Like no, thank
It's
you.
like cottage cheese.
Nope,
That's
I'm
far
out.
away, Kano.